Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing LTR visas, so-called long-term residence visas here in Thailand. As we've discussed in many videos on this channel, does not provide actual residency. It is basically a long stay visa, and even then they call it a 10-year visa. In reality, it's more like a 5-year visa with the option to renew. It is not a 10-year visa in and of itself, and it is not residence in and of itself. On top of that, they talk all the time about this thing being work authorized. I keep trying to find the legal authority for that work authorization. I've done some research here recently, and the thing to understand is these LTR visas are done under the auspices of the Board of Investment. So I'm going to go ahead and quote from the Immigration Act of 1979, and we'll go ahead and throw this on screen. This is under Section 34. Aliens entering the kingdom for a temporary stay may enter for the following activities, and then subsection 6, it states, for as long as deemed reasonable by the Board of Investment for a case under Section 34.7, and then you can get into that. But then later in the Act, it's Section 37, an alien who is permitted to stay in the kingdom temporarily shall do the following: not engage in an occupation or employment except with permission from the Director General or the competent official designated by the Director General. Quoting further, Section 12, aliens falling into any of the following categories are excluded from entering the kingdom to earn livelihood as a laborer or be hired to do physical work and not skilled, or technical work, or to do other works in violation of alien working laws. And then under Section 6, so we're sort of starting at the further end of the Act and then going back to Section 6, there shall be established an immigration commission consisting of the Undersecretary of the Minister of Interior as chairperson, with the following members: the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Director General of the Police Department, Director General of the Labor Department, get to that in a moment, Director General of the Public Prosecution Department, the Secretary General of the Board of Investment. So and there's more folks on there, and it goes further into detail about the commission. The point I wanted to make in this video is, so there's Board of Investment and there's labor. So clearly there's a visa category, again under Section 34, subsection 6, that allows Board of Investment to issue a visa. But I'm not finding where in the Act the Board of Investment is directly authorized, and I could stand corrected on this. I could stand corrected on this. Just because I'm not seeing it doesn't mean it's not there. And I'll keep doing research on this, but I'm not seeing where BOI unilaterally has the authority to issue work authorization. And Immigration Department does not directly issue work authorization. Labor Department issues work authorization. Now, under the one-stop service that you may deal with when you're dealing with BOI, that was specifically created with a labor component associated with it. But where in this new creation of visas did that labor component come from? And moreover, we're not talking about somebody coming here to set up a company which has inherent labor certification associated with it. These LTR visas are just visas in their own right. The point I'm trying to make, and I'm not trying to drag down the LTR category, but the point I'm trying to make is when things start just kind of happening on the fly, so to speak, that can go a good way and that can go a bad way. Because if stuff starts happening on the fly in one way, you could see it happening on the fly another way. And one thing that worries me is people that hold sort of the more standard visas, business visas, for example, retirement visas, for two main examples of just a standard O retirement visa, a standard B visa with a standard work permit. Are we going to start seeing restrictions just made up on the fly for these standard categories, sort of in counterpoint to the way that they seem to be making up work authorization on the fly associated with so-called long-term residence visas here in the Kingdom of Thailand?